And welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and this is ThetaWaveTrader. Let's have a look at the markets. It's the 27th of August, 2025, and we have a really nice little change in direction, or a continuation on the downside here. That's what we're looking for, range extension, and it's right there, perfect entry for short into there. So I hope you guys were able to see that one and catch that one. So we do every day, every morning, they look for those kind of setups, and that's like ideal for short. And we're looking for this BISI here. See how much of this BISI we fill in if we're just going for this low, previous low of the last few hours in London. And let's see if we can't run a little bit deeper into yesterday's midnight open range and fill in this BISI and perhaps retap these old hourly highs here. If we start to drive through that, I'm looking for this SIBI down here, and then a potential for a run higher. Still looking for that upside objective there. If we break here, right now I'm totally bearish, not even looking to go higher until we can get back through 600, get back through this new week opening gap, get on top of that, start moving a little higher. Otherwise, bearish, and we could be bearish all the way down into 543, 539, 521-ish, somewhere in there. Now, they've got a little, we've taken out this low, we're back to that. Is that a 6 a.m. candle? I think that's a 6 a.m. candle there. Now, if we bounce off of that and start getting back through this little group here, we might have a little change in direction and a little market structure shift off this order block. Find some support in that, and you can come back into this range. So just kind of keep your eye on this level here right now. Just kind of looking right there. And if you're looking at that small range that it's in, trying to get into that, to the premium, so you might as well just wait for this bull trap here to get let go. This is an institutional order flow entry drill. If we're going to continue coming lower, and I'm anticipating we're going to come lower still. So I don't want to see this fill in at all. That's another perfect entry for a short. Again, it's late in the game, so do you want to pay for a premium discount and expect to get a deeper discount? So unless you have a higher time frame objective, like the fill of this or run down into here, your stop loss will be sitting just above here, because you don't want to see this break to the upside. Otherwise, we're on the wrong side. Get back in sync with the market, and you can get back higher. There's level 2 entry, and level 3 is the very top of that. I really get there. Good morning, Hadi. So we're looking to see if this is going to be a reverse situation going on here. So on the 5-minute chart, you want to see us get back through this little box here, back up on top of it, which will put you back up on top of here, which gives us a change in direction right here. Just wait for a body to get above here. See, now if you're going short on that, and the fact that we're even waking through that, I'd be out of that trade. Hence the reason you have to ask yourself, if you've swept a low, are you willing to take another trade and hopefully go lower? And it's already showing you signs that, you know, I want to go higher. There's the change in direction right there. For me, that's the change in the state of delivery. We're starting to switch over to a bullishness now. So we wait for this bull trap to end, and if it rolls back through here, it changes again, and let's switch back up to going short. So that's my go long, changing the state of delivery right here, and changing the state of delivery here. And if you're frustrated by that because it's so close together, then you know not to take that trade. So we had one that says I want to go short. Now it's traded back through it, and it says I'm changing the state of delivery. I'm changing the direction. So when we break through here on the upside, take this candle up because it's the largest, and these two are buried inside it. We get above that, we're looking for some support, and we're looking for that to run higher. And I'd be looking for this 830, revisit the 830, get up on top of that, and then start running for higher prices. I'm still looking for this up here. That's 4 hour. So you just patiently wait now for this price to run back into here, which is done. Now run back above here. And then we'll want to see it retest this. Go higher. Good morning, Hans. Ideally, I'd like to see a little fair value gap get up here, but we could see a revisit of this little tiny one right here. It's a little tiny one. Yeah, that's a little tiny one right here. We come back into this. Consequent encroachment, tap it. There, let it snap down there. Half a handle away from tapping that thing. Consequent encroachment is 573.25. The low is 573.5. So it's like a quarter of a handle from touching that and half for touching that. I was out by a quarter. A half, I should say. Because the high on that candle is 53. And that came to 40. 73, and then this was 73.5. And see, we're already in that choppy action. You want it clean, tap it, and let's get out of here now. Let's go. Good morning, Ollie. We're in a macro situation here now, so this would be nice for a continuation. You have to include that volume imbalance there as well. There you go. Now it's going through it. Now you want to see it. Now it would be great to see it go, but you can come all the way down into here still. Wait for this bull trap. You can still snap back and take your fingers. So wait till we get the trade above here. Because if that rolls over now, and you're like, oh, I thought it was going to go high. You said as soon as it breaks this thing here. But you're already paying for a premium. When you get above here, you're looking for the range so you can get a bit more premium. So you want to be below 50%. And if the SIBI is above 50% of the small little range you're in, it's not worth taking. You got to get into a discount, which would have been like somewhere around in here. And as soon as it takes those highs, you pay yourself once. If not your rejection block, pay yourself. And it's not worth to be in that smaller trade. So that's the logic behind it. You always have to look at the range that you're in. No, this is, you can take this one or this one. I'll take that one. So you're going to be below 50%. So right there is where you would get your entry, 62%. Move your stop loss now to break even. Pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself, all in that one candle, and then pay yourself there, and then you're pretty much out of your trade. So it's all in one candle because you have to get a discount. So the discount portion of the SIBI is right below 50 there. So we literally would have tapped it right there. But that's how you have to line it up. Or you just simply stay out of it because it's not what you're looking for. But it is time and price. It is a macro time, 6 o'clock. We're looking for a run up above here, or at least into the rejection block. And we're waiting. And this chop that you're seeing here is, have to ask yourself, is that something you want to participate in? Or you just want to wait for something clean? So looking for a little run above here. Something clean too. Dow Jones, I'd like to see that come down into here. If we start to dig into these two candles, you can come back for a full fill of that again. You can dig into this some more. Yes, it's got lots of candy land up here. Let's see if we can get back up into here. Oil. I want to see that keep running up into that new week opening gap up here at 63.80 now. Start running up into here. Look for 63.95 to 63.4 or 64 for continuation. So Craig, if you're into upside oil, it was a nice little tap of this old high back here. And keep pushing higher. So I'm looking for these two levels up here. We finally got a break in market structure here. If we open above, we come back and tap this. That'd be a nice little entry for a long. We're above this level. We've worked it like crazy here. This one's not so clean. The fact that we've opened higher here, I'd like to see that come back down into these equal highs and then start going higher. That's a CAM model one for oil or gas there. Bitcoin. Remember the sticks we were in there yesterday? That's where we're in. So we hit the sticks and we're kind of stuck in the middle there now. Got to break out of there. It's got to get above that one and below this one now. So got nothing for that. Gold has hit our downside objective. I want to see it take this high out here and start pushing higher. So wait for market structure shift here or here. Otherwise you're just compressing in here. And you want to see a rapid acceleration through this. It's been worked quite well. So I'd expect to see a pop through these two. Use this or this edge to go lower and reach this discount down here. Look at the little piggies go. Above the premium, so I'd like to see this come back, give this premium a little tap today, and then 92.62 go higher. I could come all the way down, tap these highs, get back into this line here. Ideally, I want to see that hold right there today, or in 4 hours. The next 4 hours keep me an institutional order flow entry fill, just tapping off the top of here and go higher and leave the rest of that open. That would be nice. Little piggies keep coming. So I was up on this for a while yesterday. So again, that level is still, I'll still want to see support at this level and then roll over and come lower. And I'll leave that sitting right there. Because even if I start getting wicks through here, I'm not interested because that's into the mean threshold of this candle. I don't want any of that stuff. So this is one of those ones you see it come back, tap it, and you want to see it leave right away. So this was two nice candles, and also this opening candle here I'm not even remotely interested in this coming back into here. I just want to see that just from there start exiting, coming straight down. But alas, it is not doing that. So we'll still hold on to the idea that this is bearish until we take this high here at 3782. So Disney's got back through this level. Okay, so let's move this to here. So I'm taking this whole area here, this pricing balance or gap, and then look at this liquidity void there, this void of any liquidity entrance. So from that candle's low or open to, you'd have to include this down here as well. 1602. There's a small little imbalance there, so we'll include that. That'll be the sticks that I'm looking for. They got another liquidity void in here as well. I want to see if that holds first. Let's see if we come back and fill that in. You want to see a portion of that stay open, at least. Now we've hit these old highs here. You want to see this start accelerating out of here. And the DAX. Came back into our area of validation. We want to see it to go lower. Hit it again into the consequent encroachment of it, and then went lower. We finally hit this downside objective. It's taken us a while to get there, but you see the change up. See the break in market structure here. Return back into that level. This now becomes the level of support. So you can support price going lower. It hits that level, comes back. Now we're looking at this and saying, are we going to go through this and start to march higher again? Or is this level still going to hold price and drive us back down? Well, it did, just back into the mean threshold of this candle. And then you go, all right, it's back going back through here. I'm expecting this to go through here now. It doesn't. It holds, and you go, okay, well, it still hasn't broken that little structure to say I'm changing. I'm heading back to the higher level. I'm not breaking through that level. So again, that immediate rebalance is treated like a fair value gap, a SIBI. So that becomes your area of support until broken. Then it's going to be a new support level, or this is resistance to go higher, and then support to go higher if we break it on a close. So it finally broke through the mean threshold of this candle, came back into it. SIBI, once you've taken that level out there, SIBI, we did not trade above the SIBI, and now we're going lower again. So we're still looks like we're going lower, obviously, and we're looking for the bottom of this discount box. And if we get through the discount box, we're treating it like this, another range extension. We're going to dig deeper into this daily fair value gap here. That's what I'm looking for. And that, Mr. DAX. For you market traders over there in Forex, you want to see a market structure shift here in the next hour. We've got a change in direction right now. So that's a level 1 entry, level 2, level 3, and then your stop loss is just below here. You don't want to be seeing this mean threshold get taken. It hasn't been validated yet, this big down close candle, but I do like the fact that it's fair value gap. It's SIBI now, has been traded above. You come back, tap at 1, 2, 3 levels of entry. Stop loss will be down here. If it comes back into there, you can unload your position if it trades through it on a close. And ideally, you don't want to see any wicks get back there. And more ideal situation is just coming back to this consequent encroachment of this and starting to push higher. Look at the range that you're in. You want a discount, so you've got to be, it's like I just explained in NQ. Even though you see this as a long right here, the bull trap is you got to get above these two candles and this, because there's no market structure shift until you get above here, or above that high, I should say. So right here now you see there's the discount. It has to drop into this consequent encroachment of this in order to give you a discount inside that range so you can go long. So you got to wait for it to come all the way back down here, or wait for market structure break to run for premium box. Do you have the patience to wait? It comes down to here, small loss if you're on the wrong side of this and it still rolls over and continues to go lower. All you're doing for this, once it comes into here, is hunting liquidities of 50, 62% inside that range. And not until it breaks that market structure can you say that this whole downside run is over and we're looking for a continuation for the short term anyway. Yeah, I'm not number one there in that chart. I'll read your stuff in a second. CAD. Silver shares are still up here. Looking for the next little carrot just above this old high here. So I'll put the carrot right there. So I want to see it stab the carrot and into that, finally finish off that projection we had from weeks ago. This is on a turn. That's right up into that premium box. And now we're going to change in direction. So now I'm looking for a discount box. If we can get back down into here. Hit it once. Now see if we can start driving through it and reach for all this liquidity down here. Gotta break market structure for that, and here to get confirmation that we're running for these lows. So 1, 2, and then run down in here. That's for Bell Canada. These ETFs are doing great. Doing great. Holy crap, look at this. Bank of Nova Scotia just took off. That's awesome. Banks suddenly woke up and just took off. That's good. So we went higher, took out this high, came back to it, tapped it, and then had an immediate rebalance, broke through the immediate rebalance and took out this low. Come back into it, get back in sync with the market to go lower. As soon as it takes this one out here, look for support off that. It takes that one out there, comes back into the underside of it. Now you know you're on the wrong side of it. It's going to come lower. Range extension, looking for range extension from this point. This is what we're talking about up here. Where was it? Right here initially. And then now we're getting all the way back through. Look for level support, find it, look for range extension. You get that, you go pay yourself at that level. Then as soon as you see this immediate rebalance right here, you've got to start going, you don't want to see it trade through there, and it does. The stop loss would be sitting right there. It would have come back, got your stop. Then you say, okay, get back in sync with the market. I want to see it drop into this level down into here. And then as soon as it takes that level out, you can go short, aiming for the first low, rejection block low. You hit that, wait for the first change in direction, right here. Immediate rebalance. These are what are going to catch you right off the midnight open range. Taps right off of it. now we're back inside this box. So you've got a change in direction here, change in direction here. You're coming back inside this range. Pull your fib tool from high to low. So you catch this in a discount, 50%, pay yourself half, take half your trade off, move yourself into break even. Did it hit 62, then you'd be out right there at 50%. Would have come to 62, paid yourself there, and get out there. That's an internal range of liquidity. So now if we just come back and tap again this level, which you're not quite reaching yet, that's fine. You wait. Get below that 50%, you get into an entry here again, and use your fib tool again to pay yourself along the way. Gonna wait till 9:30 now. Let's see what everybody's up to. Looking for big green candle here. Morning all. I'm not in favor of this down move. Just want to, if the record, took gains, crude oil trades, and yesterday bag hold, now green. I'm in favor of EU moving down. You want EU and GU to continue moving down. EU and GU. Did I get that wrong? Did I analyze that wrong? Where is that sucker? British pound. Yeah, it's not going down yet, man. There's the change in direction there. Right there. That's the one we just mentioned. Now I want to make sure that, or see if we get back through the mean threshold of that candle. If you get back through here, look for rejection block and then old high. You're not going lower until you get back through here, Derek. On the hourly anyway. I don't know what time frame you're on. I don't see bearishness yet until we get through here. Back inside that level, found support, and we've wicked through this level again already. Now looking for this imbalance. We pop through here. Keep looking for this to come lower. We're through the BISI. That's all finished now. Now we have to ask ourselves, are we going to start moving into this SIBI here? So looking for 549. So expect this low to get taken. I want to see this trade below through here. If this was an internal range liquidity hunt, and you got in here, 50, 62%, pay yourself, you're done there at 50. If you went in for a buffering type of idea and you went in again long here, stop loss would be just below that level. As soon as it hits 50, pay yourself again, move to break even, and see if it runs higher. It feels like it wants to get down to this guy here now. And I like to see 544 and right there at 537, 539. Five, 4, 4. Five, 3, 9. Watch those levels now. We're below that one, and we're below this one right here, and then this one. So I'd like to see if it retaps here, and then rolls over, takes that low, and aims for 544. I'm not in favor of this down move. Craig took the gains. Just one more thing. If this market is going to stay like this, at least give me some drop in coffee futures so my meager earnings can afford a coffee. Yeah, I'm still waiting for coffee to roll over there. Wasn't expecting that up candle today. I'm gonna see it just run down. So maybe just be a wick. But either way, I'm gonna sit in that for a while. It is on a turn right now. So until proven otherwise, I'm short in coffee. I'm number one. I'm retiring. You're retiring? Honestly? Retire from golf course? Have you retired from a golf, or you do retire to the golf course? You haven't broke the news to your wife yet? I'm moving to the golf course. I'm retired. No, I'm not number one there in our chat. Oh, you're number one in the chat. Oh, you've moved from third place to first place, Derek. Germany is in trouble looking for prices to go lower. EU daily. Okay, I got you, Derek. Good morning, Ollie. $5.48 looks interesting too. And 540. That puts me still right in the sport area here. I'll take that. $485.75. That's a half a tick. Well, that's literally half a tick unfilled. And I do like 485. If we can get through here, I'm looking for 485. Well, it would be 520 wall, 520 first, then 506, then 485. There's your Marky Mark. Marky Mark 3. If you get through half of that, I think that's what Mark says. If he closes on a 15-minute chart below half of that, or the consequent encroachment of it, you'll look for this to go lower. The downside target is 462 if you're looking for the 3 o'clock candle. Where have you been? I've been having to take on a whole lot of them all by myself. We call this the precision frivolities. NVIDIA earnings are after market close today. It often gives SND to close. It will accumulate. Hope I'm wrong, but it's worth the warning. Can't take the top spot from OG Derek. So we're back inside this again. So still supporting downside. You got your premium inside this small range here. It's right here. I do love a community that's zero drama. It's nice to have you guys all together. Nobody's there's no drama in here. It's so nice to see. Come on down, baby. Yeah, I see that on ES. There's a ton of liquidity up there. But it's run this liquidity out here, and you're back into the new week opening gap right at consequent encroachment. And now you're breaking structure here to the downside. So if you come back inside here, you're looking at that whole range here, and I'd be looking for, depends on where that is in our overall. We take this one here. 50%. So you'd be looking for this guy right here. So if you get a close below here, and we use this candle as support to come lower, 50, 62%, you're aiming for the discount box down here. Alt high. So anyway, pull your fib tool in there and just use your internal range liquidity hunt till you get to here. And then just bag it, tag it, wait for it to close through there, come back and tap it, and then look for range extension if we decide to go much lower than that. If we're just coming back inside here, if this is just one of those consolidating markets in the hourly chart, you want to get at least 50% out of that. So if you can tag here and run to 50, that might be worth a run. Again, look in the lower time frames for confirmation of that. Once again, we are into summer chop. If we close below this level here, my eyes heading right for our bearish box to box. So I want to see that close below here, come back up, tap this candle, which is right near the mean threshold of that. Just tap that and come lower. Reach through here, like the mean threshold of this candle lines up with the breaker over here. So take that as an objective, and then the lows, or the projection block, half the wick lows, and then look for this guy. Well, the lows would put you right in that box we're looking for anyway. So no shift to the upside until we break this candle here for me. We've been making bread lately. I've never made bread before in my life, and I've made 2 loaves of sourdough bread. Oh, so good. I make it with Marmite and cheese. So good. Oh. If you're a Marmite lover, I don't know, Ollie, are you into Marmite over there? Are you a Marmite guy or non-Marmite guy? One of my cousins was telling me about, the best thing is to take Marmite and put some cheese with it. It's really good. So I actually experimented it with my first loaf. I just went, oh, I'm just going to put some Marmite in here. And then I put Marmite and cheese in there yesterday. Oh, it's so good. And now we're baking another one, another sourdough bread. I have to be careful because all that weight I've lost, and all that weight I've already lost 6.7 pounds. That's all gone by the wayside if I keep making all this bread. It's so good though. And they say you're supposed to name your sourdough starter. And we've got our sourdough originally came from a recipe or a friend of ours who's had it since COVID. She's kept it going since COVID. And it's called the Yeasty Boys. Ours is the Pirate's Mother. That's the name of ours. I don't know why you have to name your starter, but that's ours. You don't like Marmite? Oh, Ollie, you've dropped a level of respect for me now. It's like they say, you either love it or you hate it. I loved it so much, I brought 5 jars of it home from England when I was there in the summer. And I even brought Marmite peanuts. You get the little peanuts. And I didn't know you could they actually made Marmite peanuts as well. I was like, man, somebody bought me a pack of those to come home with. Oh, they were gone right away. And then I tried to make my own. I just put Marmite in all over the peanuts, baked them. Awesome. Delicious. Still looking for these 2 objectives here first, and then we'll hunt for the next one. It's a definitely love-hate thing, yeah. Bingo! There's the first one, 544. Now let's see if we can drive through to the 539. And there she is, right on the money. All right, so now where am I looking for? I'm looking for down here. Looking for right there. Let's see if this one holds. I want to see it close below here. And we want to see it close. We got another half hour of this hour to go yet. This could be just the charger, just running straight through and down. Looking for that discount box down here. Overall, in the range, box to box. If you don't get this box that runs straight through that, then look for a reversal here and run back to this one. Want to cool our jets a bit here. There's the open. Right off that 539. Come back up inside. What did we just come back up inside there? Why did it stop there? Oh, okay, right here. So we've just come back, retested this level here, which is also the midnight open range on Monday. Look at that, right to the top of it. And I'll see if we keep coming down, looking for over here. The big blue bus. As Hadi would say, looking for a big blue bus. His aren't blue though. So I don't know if he's got a different color bus than I do. I'm looking for Marky Marks. Mark, we're looking for your 3 a.m. candle this morning. We've been calling it down. Well, I've been calling it down this morning. So I wanted it originally to go higher, but I'm off that track now. Get back in sync with it. I got back in sync with it way up here. Oops, put that back there. Break in market structure. You don't get a chance to retap that. Wait for the next market structure break. It breaks right here. You come back inside it. You tap it there. You're short right there. Then we're long above this high. You take it. Market structure, or sorry, not market structure shift, but change in direction. Little shift. Tap it. Come lower. Small another shift. Tap it. We went lower. Come back. Tapped it. And we're inside this guy here. We want to see that hold price. It is still holding price. So we're still looking for this to keep coming lower. It's not till we start breaking this structure here that I'm looking for this to come back into that premium box. We switched right here. We've already tapped it perfectly there. And you're looking for it to run through the mean threshold. It does. Baffs around in there for a bit. Range extension. Small trade higher. We've got a small change in direction right here. I'm not convinced of a market structure shift to this bull trap loop is broken to the upside. Remember, we want to see it close below here. I want to see it close somewhere inside this mean midnight open range and then come back up. So that level we were calling for right here didn't quite hit it yet. I want to see this act like support to come lower. We can come all the way back up into there. Not that I want to see that wick. I want to see that hold, tap, anywhere inside there is fine to come lower. Let's just come down to this mean threshold of that candle. That's what this one is here at 522. And I just eyeballed that, so we'll see if that's 521. $528.1. We have 414 smooth lows and 629 smooth highs. So I'm going to wait and see how the 10 a.m. closes. Looking for a long. Let's wait for the structure break. I'm with Hadi on that for long. What's your upside target, Hadi? Are you looking for all these highs? I still think it's going to hang down below here and then come back in and tap it and keep coming lower. We have no premium box here, so this is kind of the intermediary to run for here. And then if we take that and close above that, then I'm more bullish. Like there's your first. Ideally, you want to see this market structure shift here for a run back into this range. These are the first, second, third. So there's your bull trap 1, bull trap 2, bull trap 3. So we'll see it like it close above here, not just a wick, because you're just running up into this premium box right here. And the bull trap snapshot. Take your fingers off if you're rushing that trade. She's going. We just ran up into a premium portion here. Did not get a body close above here, and we did not even reach and tap that yet. So we could still see one more little push up into here. We're now below this level on the downside close. So I'd like to see if this holds right here, starts coming lower. Good morning, Russell. Now we're back above here again. See how you're below it, above it, below it, above it. Now you're back into it. So you've got to see a first level structure break, second level, and then once we get above here, then I'm much more bullish, because now then would be back above here on a close, and then you do want to use this as support to go higher. Can you believe it? Computer shut down at 9:47. No, and you lost your first place. Hadi took over your first place crown. Again, ask yourself, are you going to play inside this? All this wick and chop? Not interested. Learn early to stay out of this kind of stuff if it's not acting the way you want it to act. I think she's breaking the loaves of bread we messed around with yesterday. Hadi's been spamming for the top spot. Hadi wants the #1 spam crown. It's a crown of spam. That's what T says. First presentation, a choppy start. We're back through it again. So many times, if you keep saying, oh, it's going higher, oh, it's going lower. Well, we're bearish overall. That's what the structure looks like. So until we see a first level structure break with a body, this bear trap, a bull trap, just keeps snapping off and taking your fingers off every time you try to get up there. You still got this little, inside this range, you still got this little premium box. So you might get a big wick up into here and a snap back down again. So we've been above it and below it multiple times now. So if you keep reinvesting in this, trying to chase this, this is so many times you're getting beat up in here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't closed below this, so you got 5 times. If it closes below there again, that'll be 6 times you would have taken losses trying to key off of that level. Now they say if you take 3 PDAs in one candle, your ass is next. We're looking for this. So if we get through here on this hourly candle, I just want to see it close inside here. Like the original idea is to see it close inside here, come back, use this as support, then I'm definitely going lower. So I want to see it. I don't mind it just banging around inside here for a while, for the next 20 minutes or so. Can come right to the mean threshold, come right down and tap that, then come back up and waffle around in here, create some more mess for a while, and then come all the way back into right there. That little, if they leave that open, let's play this scenario. If they leave that open, they just waffle around in here for a while, stay close to this, or maybe even bounce off this mean threshold of this propulsion candle, another propulsion candle here, right? If they bounce off of that, come back in the next hour, The top of the hour at 10 o'clock, they come running right back into this level, clear out all of this liquidity here, and then drive it down into this discount box. That's what I want to see. So like here, here for 10, and then from there. There's the first one. Your ass is next, man. All in one candle. It's coming. Now let's see if it just gives us a nice little kick back up here. Drawing people into, oh, we're going lower, run back up. No, it's gonna 3-1. This, if it takes a run now, it's gonna. Ooh, if we get a run all the way into this, I'd be looking for a reversal in here for the next hour to run back up into that. Oh, we're close below it now. We're close below it now. Some use 3 PDAs as their stop loss. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. I guess you could. Because if it takes 3 of them in a row, then it's going to go lower. And if your ass is sitting down here, it's coming for you. There's your first presentation, fair value gap. We've come back, we've retapped it. See if we come lower now. Forget this little idea here, though it may still transpire. That's going to be a key level for me for running higher. If you want to start getting on top of here, take this out. Otherwise, we're still going lower. Incoming. There's that level at 6 a.m. Rejection block. There's the first tap of the discount box. Delish. So this was one of the other scenarios we talked about, as if we just do a quick run down here, we don't get a retest of this, we run into this level, that's your discount box. So box all the way back up to box again. So now that you've tapped that, again, it's not like you want to pick the low, but that'd be like entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and if it closes below it, then we're looking for a deeper run. So your stop loss would be sitting just below here. And then you'd be targeting that first level there for box to box trading. I can just get down into that consequent encroachment. I'll start loading someone here. I'm looking for the last one there. The next macro is about to begin. This would be a nice place for this to start. If this turns bullish through this mean threshold, back through that mean threshold of this candle, all you got was rejection block and the discount box. When you're getting that panicky feeling like you've just missed the bus off there. If you haven't, then good. Look at that regular trading hour. Hans is like salivating. Give me that regular trading hour gap, he says. I'm looking for this confirmation. If we can come back in here, I'll take this as a long off of a higher time frame objective. So I'll be looking for it to tap that and look for a lower time frame to confirm that's a tap of the discount box. So we're already starting to wick through this. Yeah, see, we're already through it. No market structure break. Oh, it's not even a market structure break. There's no, I guess it's a little swing there. Let's get above this candle's mean threshold. See, we're not popping through it. Wick's doing a lot of damage there, so you're 740. Still think your ass is next here. Consequent encroachment will put us right below that low. 3 arrays in one. 1, 2, 3. Your ass is next. Right there. 477. The 6 a.m. candle, and even 8:30. Hadi's 8:30 from yesterday. Now that's the very top of this civvy here. We've just tapped. I included that little imbalance there as well. That's the very top of it. Because now you want to see this break above here. Yeah, the bearish one, the 4 hour I'm looking for down here is 484, 483 to 485. 483 to 485. So we're still looking in here. Ideally, I'm still looking for my consequent encroachment. That's the box to box, yes. So we're looking for a run back up into the premium box because we didn't get the premium box opportunity right here. So if we get a straight run down to the discount, then I'm looking for a run back into the premium. If we close below here, looking for range extension on the hourly, you look for the rejection block, the 4-hour marks 3-hour candle, and then if we get through half of that, I think that's how you look at it, Mark. If you close below that on a 15-minute chart, below this consequent encroachment, we're looking for further downside prices, and there's lots of liquidity down there, lots of opportunities below us. So holding price. You want to see this close below here, not start round back up again. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that it's okay. So look for a regular turning hour gap to fill. Once we get through this level here, we've got a 5-minute reversal right here, a 1-minute reversal. We've been through it once, twice, so now you gotta wait for a structure break. Let's go, get on up. Look at you, Russell. Yes, indeed. I still like, yeah, I like that 4-hour imbalance. It's more those Sibby down there at 485, 486 to 484, which is right down 486 to 484, 486 to 484. There. I'm looking for this to 484, so right on the top of the 6 a.m. candle. Oops. So all we did was just run back inside this range. We have not broken structure yet to the upside. We just ran back inside this range. You were long on that, Hadi? There's a bounce off of here. You're back inside the mean threshold here, yeah. You're working through it. That's it, a little tap right there. Got to go higher now. That would be your long there. As soon as you get through the mean threshold, I'd move to break even, because that can still roll over and come down on you. We're still inside this range. We haven't broken out of it yet, so I'm going to wait till we get a market structure shift. So I'd be at break even right now. If that turns on you, at least pay yourself a portion there. You don't want to see it come back and revisit this now. You want to see that last little tiny piece there stay open for an accelerate through here. Hits a rejection block, pay yourself again, move to the bottom of the candles. You want to see this candle act as support. It's high, it's open, and it's mean threshold. But you kind of get up above it first to validate it. Yeah, be careful, not just, you don't have to go just above this. You have to get above this and outside this cluster here. It's got to accelerate and you got to get above here. Otherwise, you got a bull trap that will run you right back through your first presentation again. Use it as support to pop all the way back into here again. So see how that first presentation's closing. If it closes above there, you still got the trap sitting right here without all of this stuff. You've got to get through that to look for consistent. For me anyway, if you want to just use that. Don't forget you're paying a premium to try and attack your bull trap, right? So it's, you're not getting a discount by saying I'm going to trade above this, come back into it and run higher. That's my logic anyway, Hadi, on that. So it's not only going to get above here, it's got to close above that and use that as support. That's the high to low. So again, if you're above this and you want to catch this to go higher, then you're paying a premium to hopefully bust through all this consolidation to go higher. And it may work. It definitely may work. Just know that you're not getting it at a discount, that's for sure. And you got that risk of it turning on you and coming back down, and you've paid a premium and you're going to lose it at a discount. Right now, there's no BISI in here except for up here. So you have to play inside this huge range here. So there's your discount. And there's your premium right there. And you got a lot of chop to get through. High resistance. So let's watch this then, because if this does close above here, let's watch, see how it acts to run for here, for that box to box trade, and how much resistance it goes through to get there, or if it just runs straight through. Because that would typically, you want to see it accelerate quickly through a consolidation. It's been worked already, so it needs to rip right through it. Catch a ticket on the jet bus. The D's jet bus is incoming. I still want to see a deeper run into here yet. This is what we wanted right there. Trade below. I didn't want to see it get down all the way down to that discount box just yet, because this would be box to box and we're just going to retest this. Then I want to see it roll over and come back through here. So it'll be box to box to box, and then we'll see what goes on. So I'm really between these two right now on the hourly. We'll put us right up in here. This is what summertime fun's about, man. Chopping around. I just sent you a message there, Derek. Still got the temptation was to chase it. Body's still a hold right on that level. And it's a 539 level we called earlier. There should be no more flirting with this change in steady delivery in the 4-hour. This would be interesting. 557. Oh, that's right there. 567. Oh, yeah, okay. 567 puts you right there. And then roll over and come all the way down to 485. That's a key level. What are we going to do here? Look at that holding. High resistance, hey? $567. What's this up here? 610. Oh, your regular trading hour gap to fill? You want 610. That's a big run up. There, now you're finally above that level. So now you've got a premium. You want to see if this holds now. You got all this has been worked like crazy, so you want to see if this holds right here. Now you want to see that go higher and take out that high. And you want to see it accelerate through here quickly. Right up that 539 level. Quick, 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 quick. As soon as it takes that high, break even, pay yourself. Let the rest run as a risk-free trade now. I'd be below 50% of that wick, just below the bottom of that rejection block. Pay yourself at the rejection block. It's a risk-free trade now. You've already got some money in your pocket. Now you just kind of sit back and wait and watch it run. This is the retap of that level. So you've gone from box to box. We're hitting that box right now. Just shy of it right there. And then we want to see if we can get inside this one, box to box. So hourly has been box to box. So you talk about that first level. I wanted the second, didn't get it, but there's your first level. You got to trust the levels, right? So level 1, level 2, level 3 entry for box to box. And if you're in right down here on that level 1 entry, go to your 15-second chart. Let's look for a 15-second chart right down in here. So there's your first 15-second chart. It hits that level, 15 seconds right there. Body trades above it. You come back inside it right there. Perfect. And now you've left since, so you could do your entry right there. That puts you just above that perfect entry place there. So if you see that hit that level, go down to your 15-second chart or your 1-minute chart and you look for your first opportunity to see a change in the state of delivery right here. Change in the state of delivery. We're moving to higher. Premium raise taken. Look for a return, a break above that high. Return back into this whole cluster of candles here. Found support here. You didn't want to see a structure break. And then now we're in that upward trend for this premium box here on the higher time frame. You want to see a continuation on gold on the 1-hour chart. Yeah, we talked about 1 hour, this gold on a 15-minute chart here earlier, and it was a no touch, a no-go zone. You're just inside this consolidation here, so I got nothing for you in here. You got an immediate rebalance right here. That's the discount. Immediate rebalance in here. Premium discount inside that range. You're bouncing around off of it right now, so I got nothing until you break this candle on the downside, which is 342 or 34.24. 34.24 on a close. Come back up inside this immediate rebalance and start digging through here, and then running lower lows. So I got nothing for gold. Do you see upside D? Oh, you're back, yeah. I like the continuation of gold. So for what I see in gold, yeah, in order for you to get, you got to get out of this consolidation. This is a 15-minute, so an hourly chart. This right here, you've traded below it, you've traded back into it multiple times. I see more downside than I see upside on an hourly chart. You see this right here. We traded above it right there on a close, and then you came back and tapped it, went higher, and then all of a sudden it pulled back on you and closed below that level, right? So now as soon as it closes below that level and you've already used it once to go higher and it trades back through you, get back in sync with it, it's running lower, running the lows out. You want to see it come back into that level to go shorter. It didn't, it just aggressively went for lower range extension. Then you've got this premium right here. We went above it. Now you've traded below it again, and you're coming back in to retap it. So you see how you had confirmation to go higher. Then you had it to go lower. Didn't quite get the confirmation to catch the low to run for that all-time or this previous low here. You didn't get a chance to get that. So now this becomes all overlap. You see, you got this one right here. See how it's overlapping that one there. So pull both of them at the same time. So for me, you have to get above here through that mean threshold Ideally, now that you've bounced around below it, above it, below it, forget that. You're looking for to get your ass handed to you. It feels heavier off of this breaker here, just because that we're hitting that multiple times and we're getting some resistance off of it. And we've had confirmation that we've pushed lower, and now we're below this level again, and we're coming back into it to validate it, to roll over one more time and run through here. For this to go bullish on me, I have to wait now for these equal highs to get taken on a bull candle, and then you're into this one. So you've gone from bear, bull. This has to close to have a continuation. So pull your fib tool in here. This is why I say you don't want to touch gold right now, because it's, if anything, bearishness is what I'm looking for. So there's 50% of the range. So if in order for you to close above that, you need to have a body close above that, and you need to trade back into consequent or the mean threshold of this candle, which is in the discount portion, to run up into a premium up here. So then as soon as you hit 50 again, move to break even, pay yourself a portion there, which is also the rejection block, and then 62, 70. As soon as you hit that level there, pay yourself, and then wait. If you get a close above that, come back and tap that again. Now you can look for a mean threshold and range extension. That's the safer way of playing that one out, but right now it feels bearish off this level. That's what I see there, Russell, for what it's worth. And that's just the hourly basis. And your 15-minute, you're stuck in a range. You're stuck in a range, so overlap. You've got a SIBI or BISI, SIBI, BISI, SIBI. They're all overlapping each other, so I wouldn't do anything. Don't risk anything there. There, look, we finally hit it. Booyah! Okay, so there you see Hadi, when you were talking about trading above that level, you came back, found support out. We talked about that. That's how you get yourself into a safety right away. As soon as you get that high, pay yourself, move to break even. Now you get to wait, and you hit that level now. You've just made some cash, move to the sidelines and wait. Now, if we get above here, or leave a small portion on to continue going. Now, if we get above that, come back and give it a tap. I like this now as market structure shift and market structure shift here. So there's level 1, level 2, level 3. So the first bull trap finally failed right here. We've traded above it right there. You come back and give it a little tap. Keep pushing higher off this here, and we're up inside the other box. So box to box trading is completed. Now you want to see if it gets through here on the hourly level and starts to push higher. It was a very nice big blue bus. Hit target. Anybody took it. 12 points. I did. Targeted the swing. Nice trade. Decent trade. Same to you, sir. I got bills to pay. So 50% regular trading hours. I got ES. Well, Ollie, you get good entries, bro. So now we've got structure break above 2. So 1, 2, there's the third. That should take you through here on a close, find support. So box to box. Pay yourself. If it trades back through this and takes this order block here, you're looking for that upside again. Oh, I can smell that bread. This was a great entry right here for continuation. You traded through it, hold it, trade through it, come back into it, look for a run higher. Get through this one here on a close, open close right on it. Look 583. Rejection block. It's the top of our fair value gap. BISI. Institutional order flow entry drill. See if we can get through here now on a close. Then mean threshold, and then your ass is next. If we can get one candle, get through all of that, we're looking for these equal highs. Did we get Marky Mark's 3 a.m. candle? Are we looking at a different 3 a.m. candle? There's 3 a.m. here. So you're looking here now, Mark, and you're looking for 50% of this candle. If you close above that on a 15-minute chart, is that how it works? See if we close above that on a 15-minute chart. Right there. It's looking good. Looking for this midnight open range again, and midnight open candle sitting right here. You got 6 minutes left of your 15-minute candle there, Ollie, or Mark. Came back, filled that fair value gap, hit the breaker. We're getting a reaction off that now. So if this holds here, Mark's 3-minute candle to 3 minute. It's like Mark's version of box to box, 3-minute to 3-minute candle. Is that correct, Mark? I want to make sure that I'm not selling an idea that's not accurate. Nice call, Derek. It's true, but he's not going away. He's back again. He's like the cat came back. He keeps saying he's leaving, but I think the fame is definitely a draw. He loves the attention. He even loves the trolls. So I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's getting back in it in September. That's going to help people out. He's gonna teach more of his concepts. I love it. There's just more people out there that can help change people's lives. When you learn it, come here. We'll apply it. We'll look for detail, precision detail. Two more minutes. Kind of looking right here. Mark still hasn't given me confirmation on that 3 a.m. thing here. I keep mentioning stuff about his setup, but he hasn't confirmed whether or not I got it right or not. But I vaguely remember him, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, this 3 a.m. candle. He says if it trades through 50% of that on a 15-minute candle on a close, then he's looking bullish. And if it closes on that 15-minute candle, keeps coming lower, then he's looking for 3 a.m. to the next 3 a.m. candle, which is right down here. So you got another 1 minute left to see where we close. What was that? 521? Way to go, Hadi. $521.75. Perfect entry there, Hadi. Well done. 521.75. So you got in right off the top of this candle. You saw that as a structure break. Come back in here at 521. Would have been right on top of this guy right here. Catch that for a long. And are you still in this, Hadi? Tell me you're still in this, man. You're milking this. You got your confirmation candle that you're looking for above that level. And then a retap of it is a perfect entry there at 539. And then a continuation. You took that high above, and you traded above that candle's high. You came back, tapped inside the wick. Keep pushing higher. Closed above the first 1 minute fair value gap. Tapped it again. Look for a run above this high. It does, creates a fair value gap above the high, which is what we're looking for. Retap the consequent encroachment. Keep going higher. Take the high. We're looking for that midnight open candle. And now we're in a 15 minutes. So see how we've come back and tapped that Mark's consequent encroachment of the 3 minute candle. He's looking for a long. I would imagine he's looking for a long right there, off of there, for continuation. And take these highs now. Not easy for me staying longer. Oh, no, come on. Regular trading hours filled now. I'm out. 4 standard deviations, 23,659. Good for you. That's awesome, buddy. Well, there's your, if that's your break in structure or break above that order block, trade back inside its mean threshold, catch that for a long for a fill. Or there's your fair value gap, trade above it, come back inside it. No bodies, broke down below it again. You had a couple of wicks, get into it, ran to the highs, and you've got a full regular trading hour gap. Hans can take the rest of the day off. Well done, Hans. What do you think about the death green candle next to the one that made lower low at 950? At 950. The death green candle at 950. This one? I don't understand what you which one they're talking about there, Manduic. What do you think about that death green candle next to the one that made lower low? I know we were calling for this discount box on the hourly. That's where we were hunting for. I wanted the mean threat, the consequent encroachment of that to catch a run higher. I gave you that as the one of the entry levels. So as soon as you see it hit that, look for your first opportunity. That 50, we showed you on a 15-second chart where you could find that. The 1 minute charts right here. As soon as you see it trade back, the right here would have been the would have came back and got your stop loss. Wait for a structure break above the high. Come back inside the order block at Hadi's 521, perfect level right there for a run higher. So if you got caught on this and it came back and took you out, you go, okay, I'm just going to wait for structure break now. It's got to trade below this level on a close, or it's got to trade above this candle on a close. It does. You go, great. Now I get back in sync with it. I want to see this candle hold price at its mean threshold. It does. Now you want to see it leave from here, break that high, give you the confirmation right there. We talked about that, and then the continuation for the rest of the trade back up to the premium box. Premium box is hit. That was our first objective right here. And then after that, wait for the full fill of the premium, and then run for the highs if you still got a piece on there. It will either sit down and quit or pick up and catch up for the. Oh, it says, yes, I prefer the latter. It means candle without a wick. I need to talk to the bees about this. 1 minute, and he quit spamming for the first spot. That's funny. It's between Russell and Hadi. Just keep putting LOLs in there until you take over the first spot. Oh, it would have been so nice for that 4 hour to come all the way down to that discount box and hit it at 485. So wanted 485. We need some carrot juice. Well, you want carrot juice. Let's tempt the tummy with a little bit of eat the carrot. We're already hit the rejection block already. And we're right into the mean threshold of this last up close candle right here as well. This would be a place to really piss people off if they're looking for these highs, that we just pop into 25% of this wick and then reject off of that and come lower. Right now it's still bullish. See that level right there? Watch that. You don't want to see a body get below there and then take this out right here and here. If it takes that one on a close, comes back into this, look for a continuation on the downside. And that would be the piss people off looking for this. That would hold all these longs that want to go long. It'll start to squeeze them. And we're getting into 11 o'clock now too. Um, Thank you is testing my patience. I want a big, ridiculous green candle. No more waffling. Be careful, guys. Simbro will have 15-minute fair value gap up there. We need some carrot juice and a D hot air balloon to take it higher. Oh, did you guys watch my hot air balloon ride video? It's a whole hour. I just used that. That's my first time using a 360 camera. So I wanted to kind of capture the whole essence of actually flying up there still. That's why it's a whole hour long. So you catch the whole hour and 10-minute balloon ride. It was really kind of a spectacular. So I didn't want to chop it up into like a 1 minute, 5 minute video. I wanted you to kind of get the experience. And I wanted to kind of give you that earthy kind of bent horizon at some spots where you feel like you're really high up in the earth. I tried to for artisticness, artistic license in that video. So if you want to just pop it on your TV and just let it run and just enjoy, there's no ads. It's not monetized. So it's just to kind of float around up there with us in the balloon. It was really kind of cool. And I wanted to get you the feeling of those, the amount of heat they have to crank into that thing to get us going. 16, 17 people in that basket. And he had 4 propane tanks, 4 huge propane tanks to get us up there. It's crazy. There's your carrot. We hit that midnight open. Lovely. And you're into 50% of that wick already. Well, this looks like it can still go higher. Let's put it right here now. This is where we want to see these highs get taken. So far, this is still holding right there. That's that 4-hour window. I've been looking for that sucker for a long time now. It just hasn't got there. Top of the 3 a.m. candle. That's hit right on the very top of that 3 a.m. candle. Derek is the Midnight Bandit. Take the Midnight Express. Even if you went from midnight to midnight, there's midnight to midnight. It's almost like Hadi's 8:30, right? You can get above midnight and you have an upside objective and an upside bias. Aim for the next midnight candle, like a 3 a.m. to 3 a.m. or an 8:30 open to an 8:30 open, or a box to box. You can see how it's a fractal type of idea you can use. And Hans is like, I don't care. I got my regular trading hour gap. I'm done. Waiting for this coffee to kick in. Now you want to see a market structure break if you want to shift below here and start getting back down into this discount box or this SIBI here. You want to see that close up there on the hourly. So you got the next 15 minutes. You want to see that close. Come back down into this SIBI. And if we close below that 58,586 on the hourly, if we close below that in the next hour, then I'm looking for another big run down into this discount box again, or at least into the 50% of this. And then confirmation is to run down into here. And remember, there's a lot of PD arrays inside here. Before you come back to here, you got to get through 1, 2, 3 there. Then you got to get it through 1, 2, 3 there. Then you got to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 of them here. There's a lot of PD arrays in that hourly chart if you want to keep coming back here. So the first sign is to see us break below this level here and take out market structure on the downside. Two targets for me. Darren, look at the 15-minute box to box. Oh, yes, Hadi. Yes, yes, yes. Box. All the way down to box. There's probably a 15-minute down here somewhere. Yeah. All this here. That's box to box on the 15-minute chart. Lovely. Got one here. You got one here. That's like right to the pip on that one. And now we're kicking off of it. So if that reverses now, if that reverses, right there, it's closed. If we come back and tap 611, 611, that'd be up here. I'm looking for a structure break now. This would be crazy if it turned around here now and went ripping all the way back through here. This would be my next objective right here at 584. It hasn't been tapped yet. So you've got institutional for order flow intraday if you want to go higher. Close below here. There you go. See how it's running already? And it's 11 o'clock. We're close to 11 o'clock. Here's the next macro in 5 minutes. So this is all good. I like this change in direction here, man. We can get back into this order block. There, you just tapped it. This, ooh, this is good. 3-4 seconds. That's one there. I want to see us come back into right here. Fill this whole thing up. Tap Hadi's 830. I'll catch a couple of shorts. I'll do a couple of shorts right there. Sell that. My stop loss will go up here. That would be 11, so I got to be above that high. I want to see this level right here, this immediate rebalance kind of hold price. If it gets back through this level, I'm on the wrong side of that. You got a small little SIBI right here. You've taken a little low already. We're above this level, so we're inside this range. And we're inside this breaker. I want this breaker to hold price and this to trade back through here. If it eats through the breaker, I'm on the wrong side of it. Get out before my stop loss gets taken. Unless it rips right through, then so be it. So I want this to hold price. And I want to see this give way. We're already at 62% right there. And the next macro begins. So if this holds price here and starts going higher and takes out this breaker, I'm definitely on the wrong side of that. We're going to go higher prices. So right now we've got a market structure shift. We have a breaker that supports price. So, and you have a fair value gap. I want to see that just eat through here now, not start digging up into here. So the highest I can go is like 608. Sun rays washing me out of the window. Not that you guys want to. It's not like you guys do a crap when I see if you see me or not. There you go. That's my logic right there. That's got a whole price. So far I've had no body get below here, and I've got a body above here. So far I'm bullish inside this range, and it's squeezing my breaker here. Except that it feels more bullish inside here right now. So now I've seen this here. I want my stop loss. It's going to sit right above here now. You see here I go tracing my stop loss again, right? Now, if this has been worked inside here, for me, there's no more reason for it to reach back up into this level. It should just take off from here. I want to see that. Stop loss will go right here now. I don't want to see it come back up and to that breaker again. So how we've traded below that level now. I want to see it tap into it. And now I've got a buffer, but with this candle, I've traded below it. So I've got the low, the mean threshold, or the consequent encroachment of that, which is what we're tapping right now, which is also this civvy here, the open and the mean threshold. So my stop loss will be up here. If I lose all three of those in one candle, then my ass is next. Does that make sense? There's the tap again, and I want to see that keep coming lower with some oomph. Now it's got to keep coming lower, so that's where I'm looking here. If we start to trade back through this, then you're below it, you're above it, you're below it. You start going above it again, close out the trade, wait for market structure shift. So there's the top of it right there. Keep coming lower now. There's 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm out. I'll wait for a structure shift now. So in one candle, we had this 1, 2, 3 levels. wait for it to get back below here, and then I'll use this level here for support. Need to move the carrot, yeah. Well, Vittorio, we're bullish off of here right now, so I'm bullish, bearish, bullish. So you have to wait for a structure break, and if we're still technically bullish, you're looking for that. There's a little tiny premium box right here. So that high is it. So you're between these two right here, that one and this one. And we're above this, so you're bullish inside here. That's potentially still a run. And you're coming up for 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock would be nice to see this just wick through here. It'd be nice to see it take these highs, give everybody that final thank you. Mean threshold sitting right there, so 624. That'll put you right on the carrot. 624. Don't move the carrot down here until we break structure. This looked good for a moment, and then look at where we're at inside this small little range here. This is where you try and stay on the horse. Right now you're bullish. Went below it, we're bearish, bullish. Keep switching up on us. And you want to see if we can get through here. And you go bearish again if we can get back below there. But again, you don't want to get beat up in it, so you wait for a structure break, either higher or lower. You need to learn your strategy on crude, Craig. See if it closes above here now. You have to be able to swing trade crude oil for me to trade it, although most days are intraday trades, but not all. Yeah, there's a little tiny guy right there. Wait for this mean threshold to break. Wait for this guy to break. Both of those will be fine. Continuation. See how my stop loss rate got taken? As soon as you see that it's broken through here again, then I'm on the wrong side of it. Wait for a structure break. My stop, I would have taken full stop. That's why that fail safe is just, if you can see price action right here and say, that's my line, my fail safe. And as soon as it trades through it, I'm out. I'm going to get beat up in here. So higher, lower, higher. So you could have taken a loss, and you wouldn't have even caught this one for a retap of this to go higher if you just keep buying and selling and buying and selling with this sippy here. You do it once, and if it loses, wait for a structure break. Get back in sync with it. So you got to wait for this to break here or break down here because you're inside this small range here. Derek's on a new computer. He just tosses it all one aside and pulls on another one. That's great. I've got 3 computers here myself, so there's always a backup computer somewhere. back up to the mean threshold. Mean threshold, you're between these two candles right now. Yeah, right on the mean threshold there. So 1-to-1, like to like array inside a small tight little range. Okay, my coffee's kicking in. I'll be right back. I use 32 gigabyte minimum. Yeah, I maxed out my memory on my. I've got 464s, 464 chips. So I've maxed out my. It would be like crazy to put in 128s. I think it is. That gets kind of crazy expensive, but yeah, I've got lots of RAM on mine. Yeah, this is a 6-year-old, so Mental capital is spent. Good job, Ollie. Well done. You're, you're a metalhead. Metal capital. See, he's run out of even letters to talk about his capital. Good trade. You took my number 2 spot, Derek. Here we're getting, see how we're below this level again? We just traded below it, tapping it, come lower again. So you see how we're going higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. And now we want to see if this takes up. You got to wait for a structure. And a nice displacement. I want to see it 11 o'clock here. Give us a significant run down or a pop up and then run down. So right now, candle is on its side, undecided. Let's see a displacement down here. Wow, that's awesome. I'm just reading your message now, Derek. Wow. Mm-hmm. Tristan, Darren, I enjoyed your balloon ride video. I was anxious to see what the touchdown would be like, but it appeared much smoother than anticipated. You know, thanks, Tristan. But and that whole touchdown, we were expecting a hammer, right? Because there was a lady and man right across from my parents' place in there. They were one of those life leases with some other elderly people, and the guy that lives right across the hallway from them were in an Africa in a balloon ride, and the pilot jumped out for some reason. I guess he offed himself, and they were in this balloon with no pilot in it, and it hit the ground and apparently dragged him for a mile or so, 2 miles, and his back. He just came out with some scrapes, but his wife had broken her back. Um, yeah, they got dragged forever, and they had no pilot because they had no one to pull the string and open up the release valve. I watched that guy. I watched where he was going. I thought, if this guy jumps out of this thing, I know how to fly it. I know how to press the gas on and off, and I know what strings to pull when we want to empty this freaking thing of air. So I thought, well, at least I'm not going to let it sit there and hammer us into the ground. But that guy was amazing. He literally came in and just slid it just across the ground, and he kept it upright. We kind of leaned over a bit, brought us back up, leaned over a bit more, but he kept the basket upright. He's amazing. He's from Egypt, and he's flown in Egypt all over the place. See that temptation carrot? It came up for a little munch. Not that I had planned to go there, but anyway. Yeah, it was fun, a fun ride. There's a couple of other videos I'm going to put up there too about our little trip. It was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend anybody give it a go. And you practice your landings just before you leave too. See how we're above this level again? We're below it. We come back into it. We wick through it, go down, come back up through it now. We've closed above it. And now you're like, that whole level there becomes important. And that little guy right there came up, tapped it. So that's the micro box to box, box. It's just lots of boxing going on there right now. In a small, tiny range, it's not worth playing in. And we're back below it again. So now get an overall feel for where it's going. You've broken new lows. You haven't taken out any more new highs. You've hit the highs. And now we're breaking out the lows. Getting a little low here. So you want to see this break. We're failing to make this new push higher. So it's kind of how I look at this. Say, it feels slightly bearish now. I'd like to see a nice big displacement candle get below here now. This has been worked enough times. I don't need to see that get hit. Come back, tap the old lows, tap this low, mean threshold, hit the 830 again. I'm all right with all that. But I want to see a displacement candle here. Yeah, it's in the video. If you go to straight video section, not the live side, just go to the straight video section, you'll see it sitting in there. My brother's the first picture you see, the basket, and the guy that's sitting in the front there, that's my brother. He's a really good photographer too. Some of the pictures these guys are taking, we happen to be on this trip with, there were 16 of us, and there was amazing. My brother took some amazing pictures, and this guy named Jerry, oh man, the guy's got a really good eye for capturing animals, capturing people. Incredible. So I think when my brother gets that video up and running, I'll post that one too, because that's a real good video. And I want to do the one where we made the donation to that school, to the Masai Mara school. And there was a little show they put on for us because they compete in a dancing competition. So they put on this performance. The boys and the girls put on this performance for us, which was like emotional. It was so good. We loved it. So we got that on video too. So you get to see the school. I can't even pronounce the name. It's a really cool, a cool name. And you can see how those people, and I'd be happy to take donations for them. And if anybody's out there interested, you making some money, you want to donate to the school and help the school out, they've got lots of projects that we could help them out with. And they have Amazon does deliver to the school. So that's all good too. So we will happily take any donations and we'll send 100% of it. None of it goes for administrative crap. 100% of any donation you make to that school will go to them. I'm going to turn my little cat, I'm slightly going more bearish now. Oh. Turn over this way. So I'm slightly more bearish. That would be the weather vane right there. It's kind of like blowing in the wind right now, up and down, slightly bearish. Let's say lows taken with a, no, that's right on there. So fair value gap above it or in it, slightly bullish. You got to get above here if you want to start seeing that go more bullish. And then it goes straight bullish if that goes above here. I just deciphered the code. I heard MNQ say it's now heading up to catch up with its brother and sister. Cut above that level. See how these bull traps ran straight through that one? Look for this one to get taken. It does. Comes back, finds support at that, bangs on it. Look at the mean threshold right there. Holding price back. Looking for this one to break to the upside. So you've got to get above here and then waiting for that last one to let go before running for your highs. Is that my it's back here? now we've got this close above here. I'd like to see this come back, give this one little tap here and go higher. Or at least this next hour, come back, create a little swing point right here on this 12 o'clock and then push higher. I want to see it just in lunch hour here, come back to this old high, the consequent encroachment, and then you can go higher. Back to neutral again. Above and below. This whole area is just getting worked like crazy. Marking time, man. Welcome to lunch. The weather vane is neutral. Thanks for another great day, guys. I won't disturb you anymore. Yeah, you're such a talkative guy. You can't give anybody a chance to get the #1 level there, Hans, because you're all chatty chatters and little chatty Cathy. Have a good day, buddy. Yes, the angle of the card has to be precise. Otherwise, we get sloppy practice. This is so true, Vittorio. You can tell my little OCD. I like obsess over it. So yeah, we're Chopsville now, so we're gonna wait for market structures here. Wait till after lunch. If you're new to our channel, hit subscribe, like if you like. We're here every day for you. We're here to help you out with your trades. Some of the guys are catching some big trades. So if you're here to learn and you're here to explore your options in your trading, then you're in the right place. You're going to see some detail, some precise levels that we're looking for. Hopefully you can improve the quality of your trade setups. Catch big runners like Ollie and Hadi did today. All right, I have to step away for a bit, be back later if Big D does a marathon session. No, I won't be doing a marathon session. I got to go to a dentist today, and I see we're in a sideways pattern, so that can happen all the way through lunch hour. So I'm going to check out here as well. That'll be the end of my day. I'm bullish. Done for the session. Thank you, Darren. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. I will share my ideas on Telegram channel for the PM session. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. Watch this start taking off here now. Oh, we're above here now. There's a slight little change right here. Like a body breaking above here. Give this a little tap. My upside target is right here. Is 660, same as Hadi's, I guess, 666, 677, and 688. Those are my upside targets. There's a tap. You want to see that keep going higher now. I want to see that go higher from there. I'll put my stop loss back down below here. I still think it might come back and do a 12 a.m. run. Yes. If 12 a.m. does a run up here, We're going higher. We're not going to come back into here. So 12, I think 12 could come back into, like this is 11 now. 12 o'clock, come back in, tap this low, go higher, or create a new high and then turn around and see if we start getting a structure break to get back into here. Below this discount box. I've seen this, it's been worked so many times here now, I don't want to see it come back down into there. 50% of that wick. I don't even want to see that. It's going to leave from here, or I'm not interested. Yeah, I just said the same thing. No, I'm not playing in there. I'm done. That can take me out. I'm out. See that 830 get hit again, and we're back into Chopsville. Anyway, I was kind of hoping that would give you the little pop off the top here, and then use that for support. It's not. So I still like the idea of this ES potentially coming back in and taking that, tapping those old highs here first before running out the rest of this. But anyway, I'm flat right now, so I don't know which way it's going higher, but I want to see that take out a low first. So lunchtime may take out these lows and then run higher. On NQ, ES, I want to see that retap here, leave this portion open and start going higher. And this one here, before it takes out that high there, I want to see it come back and give this one little tap, because we still haven't tapped this old high here yet. So I like to see this come back at least inside this wick and go higher. So I'm looking for a little retracement going on there. Anyway, that's my guess. My intuition says to go higher. If NVIDIA is good, to go down. If NVIDIA is not good, oh yeah, where's NVIDIA? Weren't we looking at that one a while ago? What did I want? I wanted 64, right? Oh, look at that. You heard me call it this morning. I said 64. That's the high I was calling for. And look at that. 64.02. The body stops right on 64. That was my upside call this morning. Go back through the tape. You'll hear me talk right at that level, 64. Perfect. That's a nice little tap. Then you go to change in direction right here. And look where it finally came back over there and hit it. Take this one, trade back into that one. Go shorter. Inside this range. Old highs. And bounce right here. You tap it. You're back inside this range. Back to this little breaker. Finally takes out the lows. Takes out the highs. Immediate rebalance. I want to see this area get taken on the downside. It does. Come back inside it, tap it, keep pushing lower for the discount box. That's nice. Oil reverse in here. Now you're looking for a run back up inside this run here. So I would like to see it's already in there. If we can push through 63, 66, look for a run higher inside this range. Get back into that little imbalance right there. I'm trying to think about what we had. I'm sure we had NVIDIA in here somewhere. Cam Model 2 or Cam Model 1. Run higher. There's the premium box. Ran out the high. want to see this get some support here now and keep pushing higher. Gold, that's good. Gold's finally broke out of this level here. We have this SIBI right here. Body trades above it, trade back inside it. Go higher. You want to wait for the market structure shift. Now there's the market structure shift, and you don't get to catch it on the way up. You just missed it right here. And you're right up into the top of that range. So the next one you got to get through is here. There's nothing in here for a reversal yet. Ooh, look at that. Almost took me out. It came right up to me. That wick, I don't even like that wick anymore. So now that's going to come right to halfway through there now. That was right to the mean threshold of that little tiny candle right. Oh no, that's a SIBI or a bearish candle right to the rejection block. All right, well, let's see if I don't like to see that wick. We're already through that mean threshold, not a good sign. So if I can get back to break even, I'll take that. And I'll wait for structure break. So now this is like save your trade. If we can get back into this BISI again now, and if it closes in the next hour or so, we got left 53 minutes. Next hour or so, if it closes above that, that open becomes important for me. If it doesn't start going straight down from there, if it pops back up 50% of that wick, I'm out. So I'm going to start tracing my stop loss down now to take less of the hit until I can break even, and then I'll wait for a market structure shift again for coffee. So this is all mitigating a loss now. I'm watching over the next hour, see where that closes. Still looking for here. Did we see? No little piggies is there. The hogs are just taking off now. Forward. I thought we had NVIDIA in here somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. Just shy of that 2 standard deviations we were looking for yesterday. You have 1, 2. We have our little line sitting right here. And you said this NVIDIA's earnings come out today. So they're going to blow up. And we're right inside that imbalance right here. This volume imbalance. So that will put you right on 2. If you pop up here and it runs lower, or if it pops through here, comes back you're looking for continuation tomorrow. We'll see if it closes above 684 or 689. Oh, that's Neo. That's not NVIDIA. I was like, there's no way that NVIDIA is $6. Yeah, so far you're about, we've taken this low out. You've got this right here for we've tapped it. You want to see that keep going higher. So in order for this bull trap to get snapped, get a trade above that. So you want to see that close. There's a tiny imbalance up here as well inside this range. So you want to see it clear this out with a body today. So we'll wait for the report. If it closes there, look for this candle here as support to keep pushing higher. That's what I'd be looking for that. That's what I think about that. Yeah, anyway, that's it for me. Great call on oil. Yeah, that was a stellar hit there. My intuition says we will go higher in NVIDIA. Is good down. Yep, today's their earnings call for post. Oil. My rules tell me I'm done for the day unless I take one very small trade. Thanks, Steve. All right. Save your money. Keep your money, Craig. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day, or I'll see you on Telegram this afternoon.